it shine. Let me hear you here at Unity. I'm gonna let it shine. Here at Unity. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. 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 Let it
Church. Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Soulshine. We'll carry that energy right forward. Oh. Hi, everybody. I'm Ezekiel. And before we get started today, I do want to make note that this is a special service. It's a service in regard to one William Gregory as a ministerial candidate. And because of that, there are, what are the name of them? Minister evaluation forms. They're in the front. There's QR codes available as well. They're in the front foyer. You can find it online. But we want to know what you think. So we'll mention it again at the end. But remember, this is a special service about him. So let's really move on and enjoy it. Hey, all on you. So here we are. I have to say, the amount of moments that Soulshine makes me cry before we even start service, it's really a blessing in my life. And I think my new favorite thing is actually watching how unamused Bindi is, while like Eric is just saying these like ripping these high notes. It's really wonderful to watch. If you're new here, welcome. We are Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon, and we've gathered here today on this Sunday to celebrate love and life and harmony. And we came together from a lot of different places, but now we're here. And so because of that, we like to join our intentions and join our energies from this scrambled, erratic mess to a unified field of love resonance, to be brought together, to sink into place, and to listen to a message being delivered from the consciousness through William Gregory in order to enliven our weeks and make us better people, hopefully, at the grand end of things. So the way I like to do this is to bring us together usually with tone. We are vibrational beings. And so I ask us to do an ah, an e, and then an oo. So we will breathe all the air out of our lungs and take a big joint breath together and do an ah. And we'll do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, out. Again. We'll go E this moment. And one last ah. Wonderful. Thank you for the last ah. Just like in life, we make mistakes some moments, and a bad explanation can get sorted real quick. I appreciate it. I set the intention today for us to be open. Open to whatever it is that we hear. Open to a new experience. And I released the concept that I'm done growing. Thank you so much. You know, there is a lot of things that get done around this building, around this congregation, around the systems that hold it up, that are done for free. They're done by volunteers who spend moments of their week here doing this. I'm a volunteer. William's volunteering to speak. The people who clean the toilets are volunteers. The people who put on the food are volunteers. The people who sit in board meetings are volunteers. There's a lot going on here. So if we could just take a moment and just give a round of applause for those people. It matters. It does matter. And part of having a community is having somewhere to give service. It's a part of it. Like, how do you, I'm on the spiritual path and it says I need to give service. And how do you do that? You do it here and part of a community. And by doing it, you get to bolster not only your life, but the people around you. So if you're interested in volunteering, reach out. We're more than happy to have you hang out here with us. That also brings us to our chair. So if you're new here, you might not be familiar with this, but this chair isn't just up here because somebody forgot to bring it off the stage. The chair is up here to hold space for somebody who can't be here, whether they've transitioned, whether they are stubborn, whether they are far away, whether they're an animal, whether they're big or whether they're small. You can visually shrink people to whatever size you want. I'm sure an elephant has sat in this chair at one point or another. So if you feel called to today, or you're just feeling a need for that space to be held, we do it here. That's what this is for, and the sound bowls are here in front of it, giving a little extra resonance for the day. Next, we go into our land acknowledgements, which is equally as important as holding space for those who have gone beyond, is holding space for the reality that we are not the first people here. We will not be the last people here. So first, we need to be good stewards of the land. And second, we need to recognize the fact that there were much more different stewards that came before us. And they were here, and they were the Wascow, Paiute, Klamath, Warm Springs. Wasco, thank you. Mistakes occur. And they were here before us. And they cared for this land, and we are here now. So however you want to, in a silent blessing, whatever it happens to be, we take a moment to land acknowledge. And that brings us to our vision statement, which, if I could get a howl. We are a community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. I love that. I actually was just in class at school, and we had to read our congregation's vision statement. And a lot of congregations have like a 7-page vision statement. I'm not kidding you. And I can't connect with that. They're reading it to me, and I'm like, I lost you so many sentences ago. And this, when I read it, it was powerful. I got to share it with a whole class. And people really enjoyed it because it's concise and heavy, and it has depth, and it's clear. And that is why we're here on this Sunday afternoon together. That is why the volunteers are doing things for free. It's for that. And so, welcome. We're so happy that you're here. Next is celebrations. So if you're new around here as well, celebrations are a moment where we as a congregation get to say, hey, this is going on in my life. It's freaking awesome. It's not a time to say, hey, this is going on in my life, I'm selling items or anything like that. But if something is happening, you are excited about it, one of these young people will come to you, and you can tell us all about it. And you have a microphone so you can say hi to the people online as well. Robin in the back. Thank you. Leo, do you see anybody else? If you put your hand up, they can come over and see you about it.
First of all, I'd like to, we're happy. We worked all night long last night, and we actually made it here by 10 o'clock, which we're happy to be here. Also, I was cleaning out the shed a couple days ago, and I noticed that somebody brought a whole bunch of village Christmas, for Christmas Village, all these little boxes with stuff inside of them. I don't know who did that, but I love that. Chris Tibbetts? Awesome, it's beautiful. Wait till Christmas, but wait till we decorate. This is awesome. There was just so many. I just want to say thank you to Chris. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you so much, Robin. Got Victor up here.
So almost 10 years ago, David Bowie passed away, and I wrote a song for him called Just for One Day. And yesterday I went to Judd's studio in Redmond and started recording this song to release in January on the 10th anniversary of his passing.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes, the recordings. Anybody else? Oh, we got Sonia in the back there.
I am just really excited about what happened in this location yesterday. We had an absolute amazing day. We had makers here. Now, this may have been a little misleading. However, we had people make stuff to auction. We didn't necessarily need that, but they brought in so many amazing things with Alistair's and lamps. And Jeremy auctioning off his pies for a year, one a month for a year. Yes. We had charcuterie boards. We had great cookies. So I can't even tell you and the vendors, oh my goodness, were just full of life. And I'm just so happy and excited and proud to be in this community that works so hard to create opportunities for each and every one of us to learn and grow, expand from our experiences and just this loving light that we all share with each other. So I wanted to say thank you for being such an amazing community and just doing everything you can to bring joy into this world.
Oh, thank you so much, Sonia. Yeah, got Pamela right there.
I'm celebrating that on Tuesday, my son completed a 2-year mental health diversion program and sobriety from meth addiction.
Wonderful. Thank you. We love
I
freedom.
would like to piggyback on Sonia's celebration and celebrate our fundraiser yesterday, the silent auction, bake sale, makers market, and raffle. It was such an outpouring of energy and generosity, and we were able to raise a few $1,000s. We have a few things that did not sell that are available in the lobby, and I know I'm not supposed to plug things, but I am anyway because
I think you get a break on this one, Leah.
I will be with the youth, so I can't make an announcement. And so those will be available after the sale. And thank you all for your participation in it. It was just such an honor and a gift, like you were saying, Sonia, I was the one tallying donations. And so to see each item and understand the talent and the skill and the time that went into each thing was just a really powerful thing to witness.
Good stuff. Online?
We have one online celebration here from Rod. He's in Costa Rica celebrating another day in paradise with an opportunity to be in Bend at the same time, sharing this day and much meta.
Oh, can we wave to Rod and say happy in paradise? Hey, Rod. Thank you for sharing online. You know, we have a lot of people who attend online, and we love to hear celebrations from our online community, so thank you. Donna.
And yesterday as well. I was really
Muted.
Hello. Yeah. I was really moody yesterday morning. I was like grumpy, and I'm like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm not motivated. Blah, blah, blah. I got in this room. I walked in this room, and instantaneously, the medicine in this room got to my heart, got to my soul, and I had the best time, and I'm still high. So if you have talents and skills that you're hiding in your closet, please come on out. We have a lot of fun. And when Sonia told me this idea, I was like, oh, I don't have time. Forget that. It was amazing. So participate, ask us questions, and thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. Is that it for announcements? Wonderful. Well, then we'll have the children come on up, and we'll do the children's blessing. Well, announcements, celebrations. I apologize. We haven't even got to announcements yet. That's the fun part. You can hand it to me. Thank you so much, my daughter. Hi, how are you guys? Tiff is in charge today. What are we doing, Tiff?
We are.
Platform 1.
Hello. Okay, that's better. We're going to do a practice in faith today.
Wonderful. Awesome. So this is the blessing of the children. If you would, speak it with me. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. Have fun, kiddos. Hi. It's good to see you. You know, by the way, we're always looking for more youth volunteers. I volunteer with the children, other people do. Talking about service, it's a really rewarding way to get to spend some moments with some really fun kids. So if you're interested at all, you know, see Tiff or see Alana afterwards, and they can talk to you about that. Now we get to the announcements, which is like the fun stuff for the adults, right? No, not really. Hey, Riv, can I hand these to you? Can you give one to Eric Moyerman, actually? So, Minister Evaluation Form, QR code up there. I mentioned it at the beginning. This is a talk that we want your opinion on. So give us your opinion on it if you feel so called. It really means a lot to us, and we can only make decisions with the amount of information that you give us, right? And so it allows for us to make good decisions on a ministerial selection, so please check it on out. Next, we have our weekly and monthly classes and events that are happening. So we got Sacred Sound Sundays occurring every Sunday at 6 p.m. This week, we are doing Donna and Wendy Ahmadine. Okay, well, Ahmadine is working this Sunday. If you haven't been to a sound bath before, I'm going to do a little bit of some bowl work for our meditation today. It can be a very refreshing and rewarding gift to yourself. So if you haven't been before, Ahmadine is a wonderful practitioner. I highly suggest it for you to go check it out. That is this evening at 6 p.m. All Levels Yoga with Samantha. That's happening at Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Check it out. She's a wonderful practitioner and a very kind soul. Let's Get Metaphysical is Tuesday at 10:30. That is led by Jim and Joanne Pasmore. I attend this group regularly. It is a wonderful discussion group about currently the Tao and how that incorporates into your life. We have an email that goes out where we work on little projects and get to commune with each other and talk. And if you're interested, come check us out. Wednesday evening service, that is William Gregory and myself. I am speaking this next week on mindfulness in relation to Jungian Shadow Work. So if you're interested, come check us out. That is it for our things, but there's always many, many things going on inside of the calendar. Yes, sir.
You've got to get your evaluation forms in by the end of today.
Cool. Good to know. Yeah, don't swear, Dan. No swearing. Not while I'm hosting. Next is the At Our Table potluck dinner. So that's Monday, November 17th, 6 p.m. at the Kubotas, small connection gathering. There's 3 spots available. This is a really fun way to get to know more people in your community, to be able to relate with more people in your community, and to be able to kind of start spreading roots. That's the whole concept here, is to be able to start finding family, finding that extension of ourself, and dinners and social events are ways that we do that. So if you're interested, please check it out. You can RSVP online. Next weekend, this one, Saturday, November 15th, is the Bend 33rd Annual Healers Fair. Yes, I like the round of applause for that. Yes, we like that. 10 a.m. to 4:30, that's a massive window for you to be able to come in here and check out what's going on. There's going to be a ton of Reiki healers, a ton of practitioners of tarot, of different arts, of massage. I mean, I'm sure there's much that I'm missing. But come check it out. Matthew is the one who puts it on, our wonderful, wonderful member who got to spoke last week and also a ministerial candidate in relation to. So this Saturday, November 15th, please come check it out. Show the support. It's a really big deal that we hold that here in this building. It's holding space for our community in a really lovely way. Also, holding space for our community up, we have 50K to Light the Way is next. So Eric Moyerman is going to give us a little spiel on this.
50K to Light the Way is our campaign to put money aside in advance to pay the new minister that we hope to select. Now, it's a two-way deal. Today, we get to evaluate one of our ministerial candidates, but at some point, we're going to have to actually make an offer to a minister to come work for us. We don't really expect that minister to be a volunteer. We'd like someone who's actually a professional minister and who is good enough to be paid and make a living and be a professional minister. So we need to be able to pay them. In the last year or so, while we've been in transition, we've just sort of been at a place where we're keeping an even keel, but we haven't been putting enough money aside so that on a monthly basis we can expect to pay that person. So we decided that we were going to put $50K as a fundraiser to have $50,000 in the bank ready to go to pay the first year, and admittedly only part-time salary. Hopefully we will over time be able to afford a full-time professional minister. But we have been working to get $25,000 from the community. $25,000 has already been pledged by our Cornerstone members. Yesterday's wonderful fair raised a little over $3,000. We can do a little better. There's still 7 items that went unclaimed yesterday that are out in the foyer. So with that, with about $5,000 we had made back in September in the yard sale, and with 31 contributions so far, we stand at about $18,900 towards the 25, or 76%. We have $6,000 to go.
Heck yeah.
It would be lovely if today you took a picture of that QR code, and cumulatively, if we could finally fill that coffer with the last $6,000, that would give us the energetic boost to really be able to make this manifest as a reality. So I beseech each of you to dig down, find that energetic energy, and turn it into green energy and send it our way.
Thank you so much, Eric. First off, we're 18 grand deep, so that's wonderful. Heck yeah, us. Second, 1 latte. You know, that's what he's asking for, really. He's asking for like a latte, or like 1 less meal out, 1 rice and beans at home, you know. And it matters. It matters a lot to us, because like I said, we're volunteers here. You know, we're not making a lot. And so I also cried, by the way, when he started talking about the Makers Fair, because that is how you can contribute if you don't have monetary contribution. Right? Like, those people contributed huge amount. Like, look at the thousands of dollars that they contributed from their moment and their energy and their time. And that is beautiful in a way that, like, monetary isn't. Thank you. Yeah. It's really, really cool. Brings us to the end of announcements. So there's always more stuff online. Check it out. Hang out with us. You know, we'll talk at the end about the blue cards. Next, Victor's going to come up and give us a wonderful song. And afterwards, we'll talk about the speaker.
I'm diving in, get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving into the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
He likes the word lectern. It's a fun fact about William, if you didn't know. Our speaker today is a member of our community. He's a father. He's a poet. He is a generally kind person. And I'll leave it at that. William Gregory.
Life will give us everything that we need to heal, even if that is adversity. Life will give us everything we need to heal, even if that is adversity. I heard that on an edge of a dream. It was as though my higher self was saying, you know, William, life will give you everything you need to heal. Even if that is adversity. We're going to be talking about finding treasure in the darkness. We're going to be talking about the shadow. And I believe it's important to define some things, because in some ways light defines darkness. And darkness defines light. The idea of light, and I've spent a lot of time thinking about light because I really like light. But if I were to paint my concept of what light would be, it would be something like love, truth, integrity, compassion, patience, forgiveness, faith, wisdom, honor, affection, freedom, romance, laughter, humor, belonging, brotherhood, sisterhood, safety, nourishment, wholeness. I could go on. All those things are real, and all those things are beautiful. And when we're in a state of those things, we are in our natural space. When we're in that state or those states or whatever those states paint, our heart rate is easy. Our digestive system is working. Our mind is thinking clearly. We have access to our artistic facilities. We have access to the higher functions of our minds. That's a great place to be. If we could stay in those places forever, I wouldn't be giving this talk today. The truth is we live in a duality. The truth is we're going to swing through these things in our lives. And how we deal with it, separates us from being self-actualized, sovereign human beings, having a relationship with this now, or just being helpless and scared and lost. And it's no fun being there. We're going to go on to talk about the shadow. I could go on a long list of negative words, and I have no desire to do that. But let's go to the next slide. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. So hang on, time out. One of the reasons that we're talking about this today, and one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this is something that I've worked with and I'm working with and probably will be working with for the rest of this life. And this time of year especially, I go into a seasonal depression. I go into a time where I don't want to get up in the morning. I go into a time where it's so hard for me to do certain tasks. In my ministry school, I had an assignment, and it was a simple assignment. I'm supposed to write a protocol and a step-by-step thing for a volunteer team. And I had all the knowledge in my head to do this. And I had time to do this. And I could not bring myself to sit down at that computer and type out a couple of pages. And then I noticed I start going to a shame spiral. And then I noticed all these things coming up from my childhood. I noticed all these times of being afraid. And hang on, I'm in a life now where I'm loved. I'm appreciated. I'm respected among my peers. And yet I'm feeling absolutely worthless. I'm feeling like a failure. I want to crawl into a hole and stay there. I don't want to do this life anymore. But what do I do with that? Even though I have this voice, we all have these voices advocating for our highest good, even though it was there telling me to break out of this, I had to practice some of this Jungian shadow work. Let's go to the next slide. The parts of us we hide or deny or can't love hide within our shadows. If there's a child, and I feel I identify with this child, but if one were to take a child and tell this child they're stupid, they're ugly, and they can't do anything right, this child's going to grow up to incorporate those aspects into their life. When they look out at the world, they're going to see the world through a lens of these aspects. When we adopt and have things that happen to us, this could be childhood trauma, the death of a family member, a great failure or tragedy, or a feeling of humiliation or rejection. A lot of times, especially when we're younger, and even us as adults, because we're really just little kids in grown-up bodies, we can't handle these moments. We end up shoving it aside. I know in my life, I made up a lot of stories about myself that I would tell to people that had no truth to them, just because I wanted to feel like I was good enough. If we have a subconscious feeling or thought or belief that we're not good enough, and we try to hide that, we try to shove it down, it constantly rides just below our conscious mind, constantly there eating away at us. That's why we see people projecting anger, projecting shame, projecting guilt, hatred, is because there's something within them they've yet to forgive or yet to deal with. I'll never forget having a moment in my adult life where I'm in a situation, I'm in a home, in a relationship where I am being demeaned. I don't want to come home. I'm afraid to go to sleep. I'm unsettled. I'm nervous. I'm on nerve. And I'm thinking, wow, this is exactly how I felt when I was a little kid. I had just unconsciously recreated the same situation that I lived through as a little kid. And I can't blame this on anyone else. There's got to be another way. And I remember one of the defining moments of my life was when I woke up and just said, there's got to be another way to do this. And I will tell you right now, the moment any one of us decides that there's another way to do this, this cosmos will bend over backwards to provide everything we need to find that other way. Let's go to the next slide, love. So the problem with being shattered, the problem with being afraid, the problem with being disassociated with ourselves is the fact is the sun will rise tomorrow. Life does not stop, especially if you've had the loss of a loved one or you've been shattered. You would think the world would just stop because my world stopped. But the world keeps going, and we have to learn to compensate for that. We have to learn to deny things in our own selves to be able to function in this reality. I recall one day going to school after I was severely shattered and people were laughing and stuff, and I felt like a shell of a little boy. A shell, and I'm supposed to do schoolwork, and I'm supposed to pay attention in class, and I was just a shell of a little boy. And the fact is, we have beautiful mechanisms within us that keep us operating and keep us going even when we may be human wreckage. But we don't have to live in that human wreckage. It takes courage to look at oneself. It takes courage to look at oneself. One of the most courageous things we can do in our lives is to sit quietly with our eyes closed and breathe. We have these devices in our hands that are brilliant at keeping us distracted from ourselves. There's an old saying that, this was usually meant for the criminal of us, for those who have very little self-control, the dregs of society, that if they were left to their own devices, they would destroy themselves. And we're looking at these devices that are giving us dopamine hits, dopamine hits, dopamine hits, dopamine hits. People stay up way past their bedtime and wake up cranky the next day because they can't put their devices down. This life is a brilliant distraction to distract us away from ourselves. The only real peace we're going to find, the only real answers we're going to find, the only real treasure we're going to find in this world is to begin to look within ourselves. To begin to become aware of how our own bodies tick, our own emotions, our own mind, our own thought patterns. It takes a great deal of courage. And we're going to talk about some tools to do this. These are tools I use in my life just so that I can stay upright and sane, just so I can have a little bit of gentleness in my heart, so I can be able to forgive, so I can take an empowered standpoint at a world that seems like it's totally out of control. Let's go to the next slide, love. We're going to talk about 3 different ones today. One is journaling, a daily mirror for our minds. When thoughts become words on paper, the unconscious begins to reveal its patterns and purpose. Visualization. A guided meeting with the unseen parts of ourselves. Through imagery and presence, we enter an inner landscape and allow hidden aspects to speak in their own voice. Gentle inquiry, compassion, and self-questioning. Rather than analysis, it's curiosity, noticing what arises and meeting it with warmth instead of resistance. Don't go to the next slide yet. Okay, I'm going to do my Jane impersonation right now. So as your attorney, I invite you to close your eyes and settle into your chairs. This is called the lantern practice, as pioneered by Carl Jung. Find a stillness and close your eyes. Picture yourself holding a lantern, a soft light that reveals without judgment. A safe place. Step into an inner landscape. Perhaps you're walking down a path and there's a small stream floating by. And you find a rock to sit upon and you lean against the tree and you relax for a moment. There, all alone with your beautiful self, ask it gently, what do you protect? What gift do you carry? Listen without forcing. Record what arises after the vision ends. And I invite you to come back. Come back here with me now. This is a practice. It's the beginning of looking within instead of looking out there to find what we think will make it okay for us. You know, we can chase 1,000 shiny things, and they're just going to take us further away from ourselves. To sit down and quietly have a conversation with ourselves, to quietly create a space, it's a practice. Let's say, for instance, tomorrow you started cross-country skiing. It would probably take 4 or 5 times before it was a lot of fun. Or before we got results. If we tried any new skill, it would take a practice. To begin to open up from within takes a little practice. We are worth this. Let's go to the next slide. Journaling. This has become a big deal for me. My handwriting was what you could call Neanderthal scrawl. My spelling was an abomination. In fact, I got so angry at whoever made the spelling rules, I just didn't want to try to spell because it was so stupid. But as an adult, when I really, it's like, I don't want to suffer anymore. You know, I see people who've recovered from things like I've gone through. I've seen people who have grace. I want to be one of those people that has grace. I want to be one of those people who walk into a room and can put everyone at ease. I want to be that. And one of the things they would say they did was journal. I began to learn to write in cursive, to journal. I began to journal almost every day. And so here I am right now. I'm in the depths of my darkness. We're daylight savings times. This winter's going to last for the rest of my life, and I'm going to see very little sun at all. And yet I still want to be productive. I still want to show up there for my partner and my daughter. I still want to be there for this community. And so I'll journal. And so just the other day, I was in a place where I don't want to be here anymore. I'm failing. I suck. And I went back and looked through my journal. Where was I at November last year? Where was I at November the year before? And I was in the same place. And I wrote in big capitals, all I want to do is sleep. And I can begin to see these patterns in our mind. There's also something magical about writing. I mean, like magical. The word to spell is the same to cast a spell. The word to write a sentence is to make an edict. You are making a statement. You, as a sovereign human being, when you write a sentence, you are making a declaration. As I write these things down and look at them on paper, it's not alone in my subconscious operating. As I do this, I'm bringing these things out into the light. I write about my fears. I write about my day. I'll even write about what I want, as if I'm writing something into existence. What we focus on grows. If I'm writing about the things that are right in my life, the things that I appreciate, the things I love, more of that's going to come. It's as if this matrix is designed to respond to our frequency vibration. Are we choosing our own frequency vibrations? We're worthy of nothing less than that. Let's go to the next slide. Gentle inquiry. I have this friend, his name is Ezekiel. He's really difficult sometimes, but he'll point out to me about naming something. You know, I'm happy. Name I'm happy. I'm sad. Name I'm sad. This is really frustrating. I'm feeling frustrating right now. We don't want to say I am so much, especially when we're talking about negative things, but to recognize how we're feeling. Take the opposite of that, for instance. Let's say I wake up and I'm in a crappy mood. and I get into my car and I'm driving, I'm going to start projecting my crappy mood on every person that comes along. Have you ever had someone do that to you? They come in and they get mad at you. It had nothing to do with you. They were mad before they ever walked in the room. But when we can name these things, it takes it out of the subconscious mind to spin and lets us let go of it and recover and move past it quicker. So gentle inquiry, name what's arising, anger, envy, shame. Sometimes in me feels like this. To nurture, to respond with kindness. To normalize, remember it's human. Everyone's emotion has a story and a purpose. I think humor is a super secret ninja Jedi weapon. You know, there are times I'll be really loving and gentle with myself, and there are times when I'll laugh. I'll laugh at my own ridiculousness. Even if laughing at myself stings a little bit, I'm at a place where I'm humble enough I can laugh at my own mistakes. And I make some really dumb mistakes. Let's go to the next slide. The courage to face it. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's love choosing to look clearly. We don't change the past. We change our relationship to it. Each time we face what hurts, something luminous returns. Courage is tenderness in motion. The act of turning toward what we once fled. I have a mom. She passed away. And this is talking about we can't change the past. Yes, it's true, we can't change the past. But the only place the past exists is within our minds. The only place the past exists is in the stories we tell about ourselves and the beliefs we have adopted around the past. My parents were like scared little kids who grew up and made babies along the way. My mom's family were potato famine Irish, Oklahoma Sooner, grapes of wrath to the West Coast. She got to Bend because her family were crop workers and they came here to work the potato fields and the mint fields. They were part Native American. We're talking domestic violence, generational alcoholism, abuse. My poor mom had 4 daughters before she was 20. My sisters were all 11, 12, 13, and 14 when I was born. She wept when she found out she was pregnant with me. She did not have the skills to be a mom. I know that when I would go to school, I would see these other kids with doting moms. I'd see other kids who had new clothes. I developed this whole thing. My mom left my dad when he was in the hospital, and I had a real attitude about it. I could never forgive her. She would bring, boyfriends home who were violent. I hated my mom. I told stories around this. I deserved a better mom. It's no fun to hate your mom. How you feel about your mom will affect every relationship you have for the rest of your life. I was in my 40s before I started to do a family of origin story where I'm writing down my father's childhood, my mom's childhood. I'm trying to understand my parents and how this happened. And I began to develop a great deal of compassion for my parents and what they had gone through. I began to change the story I told about my mom. I started to look for evidence in ways she loved me, and she tried really hard to love me. She went out of her way and did the best she could. I just happened to be a very stubborn, spiteful, hard-headed little boy. And I blocked her. I blocked her from loving me. I was able to go back and make an amends to her. I was able to go, it was really, really, really hard to do. And I was able to go back to make an amends to her and own my own stuff. I was able to open my heart to her. I was able to love her and appreciate her for who she was and accept her for who she was. I was able to go and be with her when she was dying. I can't change the past, but I will tell you right now, I bear witness that when thoughts of motherhood and relationships and the divine feminine come up, I can now feel tenderness about that. I can now feel tenderness and value in the own feminine aspects of myself. So in many ways, I believe I can change the past. The past is changed. Let's skip a couple slides ahead now. From wound to wisdom. I'm unsafe can change to I can set boundaries. I'm unworthy can change to I'm learning self-love. I am powerless can change to I choose my next step. I am broken can change to I am becoming whole. Would you do me a small favor, please? Okay, I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. The right-hand column, can we say this out loud together? 3, 2, 1. I can set boundaries. You're goddamn right you can. Let's say the next one. 3, 2, 1. I am learning self-love. We are worthy of nothing less. Let's go to the next one. 3, 2, 1. I can choose my next step. We are sovereign human beings. The difference between being an NPC and a self-actualized human being is making the choice to. We have everything within us now. Everything within us we could ever need is here now. Let's read the last one now. 3, 2, 1. I am becoming whole. The fact, Jack, is we are whole outside of time and space. But to be whole Monday through Friday isn't always easy. So it's a becoming. I wish enlightenment was a finish line I could cross and then just wake up with grace for the rest of my life. But this is a practice, and this is why we have a spiritual community and why we have structure is we don't have to do this alone. Let's go to the next slide. Some of the benefits are we have skills, talents, and abilities that lie latent within us. In order to find this, we have to look within. We have to give ourselves permission to fail, permission to explore. Clarity, patterns once unconscious become transparent. I didn't realize I was creating the same problems myself over and over again. There were times I chased relationships thinking that would find salvation in them and just kept finding the same dead end over and over again. We can't change people. We're the only persons we can change. If you like what you got, don't change anything. Agency, the ability to respond instead of react. Authenticity, alignment between inner truth and outer expression. Let's go to the next slide. This is a breathing exercise. To breathe, to feel the breath travel through the body, inhale through the heart, exhale through the soles of the feet, and let each breath remind you that presence itself is healing. Name, whisper. What's alive right now? A thought, a tension, an emotion, a hope. In this moment, I noticed. Naming transforms confusion into connection. This has been a big thing for me because I valued not having to feel my emotions. I valued being numb. I sought to be numb. There have been times in my life I sought oblivion. But to come back and to feel my feelings, to honor these feelings, to name them out loud. I may have been deserted in this life, but I'm not going to desert me. And I notice the more I can grow to love and accept myself, the more I just want to love everyone. To bless, This is a superpower. Place a hand on your heart. Offer the part of you that surfaced a silent kindness. May you be safe. May you be seen. May you rest in wholeness. When we bless what is hidden, the darkness becomes luminous. I just love you guys. I set this free. I usually have an idea of what I'm going to say when I get up here, but a lot of it just happens, and I'm just here doing it, and I can't help it. And I wish you all the best. Thank you for coming. Oh, baby.
That's right. Amazing. Amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing. Amazing. You will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings. And with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Feel free to sing with me. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go, and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings, and you will do amazing things. Oh, amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. If you can dream it, you can do it. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there your eyes. Take a breath. I heard that. And smile amazing. Amazing. You will do amazing things. Oh, yeah. Amazing things. You will do amazing things.
Stay there. Stay. Oh, shit, that's right.
Hi, everybody. I'm the tail end of that one. So what I'm going to attempt to do now is to guide you all in meditation in order to capture this lovely, bubbling energy and center it into our systems and gain some benefit from it as we go throughout the day. And so today we're going to be discussing 3 different minor systems of major. The first is root chakra, 4 lotus petals. Mantra is lum. Represents earth, grounding, ancestors, your relationship with community. Sacral chakra. Represents creativity, deep pleasure. Manipura. Fire, transformation. Ram is the mantra. Digesting not only your food, but your emotions. So if you feel so inclined, gathering some of that wonderful energy that William brought to us, followed by Eric, you can settle your feet into the earth. Close your eyes if it feels appropriate. And feel these vibrations beginning at the base of your spine. I don't like that one. And traveling up. And up. Bringing love, harmony, peace. Light. I will play these bowls for a few more moments, and then the next voice you will hear will be our own William Gregory bringing you back from your meditation. Enjoy.
As we take this next inhalation in, consciously, and feel the weight of ourselves in our chair. With tenderness, with gentleness, and with curiosity, we allow this moment to flow through us. We recognize that there is divine order now, that we are the center of everything we perceive, that we have sovereignty in this life, and that life is calling us forth for more of our authenticity, more of our freedom, more of our health, more of our happiness, and more of our joy. And we recognize that we are designed to experience this, and we are worthy of it. Worthy of being confident, worthy of being certain that we are in fact agents of light in service to the highest good and channels of a loving cosmos. With gratitude that we get to be here, with honor that we get to be here, we set this free, that it build into a momentum, that it build into a sweet song that echoes in the back of our minds, reminding us of who we are, and so it is.
So it is. If you guys feel so called, there are green prayer flake. I got so into William speaking, I forgot how to speak myself. There are green forms in the back of the chairs. If you fill them out, our prayer team will respond to you this week, and they will be sent on to Silent Unity to be prayed over for a month in care and love. So please, feel free to take a moment and claim whatever you feel called to claim today. I am. Let us hear it. Please enjoy the song. You soul shine. Oh, I love that song so much. So much. I am love. I am appreciation for all of you here today. Welcome to our visitors. Do we have anybody who is here for the first moment, never been here before, and wants to introduce themselves? Yes. Can I bring you a microphone for the people online? They can hear and hear along with you. You don't have to share if you don't feel called to. We're on platform. Crowd one. Yes?
My name is David. I'm here for the first time. This has been a beautiful, beautiful
I'm aware.
experience.
Thank you.
And I'm River. I'm here with David, also here for the first time, and have been looking for a spiritual community since moving from Eugene a few years ago. And yeah, I haven't resonated with what I've seen in a service like maybe ever when I've gone to church, but I do with everything today. So I'm really inspired and grateful to be here.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We appreciate that so much. Is there anybody else? No? People are just pointing at me. Okay, yeah. Hi, David. Oh, another David.
Another David.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. I was introduced to this by my friend here.
Hi.
And I didn't know this place existed.
Wonderful.
So
we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, we got another one. All right. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Ron, and I'm just really blessed to be here. I walked in, I saw my brother Al that I've lodged with, and Will and River over there. I've known River since he was born, you know. And I just feel like I have a crock pot of many traditions, and boy, you were speaking many of my truths and languages today, and it's just a blessing. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Welcome. Well, if you are new, there are blue cards in the back of the chairs with the green cards. Feel free to grab one and fill it out. It allows us to put you on our newsletter. Not to bug you or to get things, primarily to let you know all the wonderful things that are going on here. There's events happening constantly. It lets us get you in the loop, which is wonderful. And it also brings us to our next section, which is the greeters coming up with our baskets. Wonderful. Oh, we got the song going in the background. So here's where we get to talk about the offering. We had 50K to light the way earlier. You know, Eric was talking about, and it seems like constantly I'm bugging you about money a little bit. The reason why is it's an important energetic distribution inside of your life. And it's also important to realize that abundance is not monetary. There's abundant love, abundant community, abundant effort. You know, like there's a lot of different forms of abundance that don't necessarily come with a monetary value. Unfortunately, the electric bill does. And so we are asking for a little bit out of your pocket to contribute. And we're going to do a prayer before we go and send these baskets out. So here at Unity, we believe in affirmative prayer, which means that we are affirming the money before it's coming in. We already know that abundance is flowing. We know the electric bill is going to be taken care of because we live in a prosperous way. And so if you will read this with me, from the love of pure spirit within us, we bless them gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Send it out. Take it away, Dave. I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you.
Mahalo.
I just want to say thank you.
Gracias.
I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. Gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. In my soul, baby. I just want to say thank you.
Danke schön. Merci beaucoup.
I just want to say thank you for it. Thank you for it all. Muchas gracias. All that stuff like that there. I got gratitude in my heart. In my heart. Gratitude.
just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you.
Twice here.
Thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
They're moving today. Moving and grooving. We really appreciate everybody coming here today. And I want to mention again that this is a ministerial service. There are sheets out front. Preferred is the QR code. So if you can scan the QR code and please let us know your opinion by the end of the day, as Mr. Dan Bezels mentioned for us, it would really matter to us. And if you do have sheets when they're filled out, you can give them to Kevin or Claire or another board member, and they can make sure it goes where it needs to go. Wonderful. Thank you so much. It's also in the last newsletter. The other thing I want to mention, if you see Mr. Jim Pasmore there with his beautiful white stole, and you see Donna with her beautiful white stole, and Kalinda with her beautiful white stole, there are prayer team members who are willing and able to do prayers with you after service. If you haven't experienced in-person affirmative prayer, we believe in it. There's strength in there, in numbers when 2 or more are gathered. So feel free to reach out. And the last thing I will say before we go is this man gets a Q&A. About 20 minutes after our talk. We're going to be in here live with William Gregory. I don't know if I will be, but we will be in here live with William Gregory doing a Q&A in order that you can ask more questions in relation to the ministerial search and everything in regards to that. But before that, we do our prayer of intention on the way out the door. So you guys skipped me, I believe. There we go. We came in real quick. We came in a big joint group. We centered in. Beautiful service. Freaking awesome. Set this intention going out. Carry this with you. Don't just say it and set it and forget it. Bring it with you through the day. There's a lot of chaos in the world right now, and we get to be the change in our world. We do. Together. The holy light shines within and all around me. A presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving light. And so it is. How are you? Good. Yeah. You did good. Yeah. I told him frameworks are better. That reminds you of what you're talking about. You know what I mean? You're like, oh yeah, let me creatively express on this for a moment. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I gotta figure out that breathing thing. It's weird to get a whole crowd to breathe. There's techniques, and I just gotta figure out which one I want to use. No, I've sorted it out. Yeah. No. I'm hard on myself, though, not in a super negative way, but like, yeah. I'm constantly. So you do yoga? Have you done any other thing to like a high level? Not really. So my favorite.